hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me.
Hello everybody and welcome to another patch from Marvel Heroes 2015. This one right here is 1.63 and it has some really major changes to this game. First and foremost, we've got several things going on in the store. We've got the double random hero token box, which is something that's very new and very exciting. You can see, look, it's the question mark squared. Very cool. We've got costume BOGO going on, which is always a great deal to get. We also have some new stuff for Jean Grey, and she also got some massive upgrades for this patch as well. The big news here, though, are two major additions to the game, or rather one of them a complete revamp, and the other one a completely new addition. The first thing is the ARMOR Incursion event, which has been completely redone. So for those of you who don't know, the ARMOR Incursion event will drop armor research drives, and in order to go and trade those in, we'll go over here to the West Wing and we'll talk to Yokasta. So you can see this is where we trade in the research drive. She's got some new items that we can use, or that we can purchase. You can see here we've got Howard the Duck's big freaking gun. We've got Portal's Darkhawk armor, the holographic image inducer. We've got not one, two, but three supercharged power cells, one for each type of damage, energy, mental, and physical. And then we've got some other really cool stuff. We've got some brand new upgrades for slots 1 through 4 that you can take to the Enchanter here, where we've got defense rating, we've got area damage reduction, health, we've got summon damage as well, we've got spirit, rift, sif, all sorts of cool stuff. So some really exciting new recipes there from the armor vendor, and basically the way that the armor event now works is with a couple of new things. Basically there's a weekly mission that's going to be going on. Let me see if I can get it here. I don't believe I can, unfortunately. Basically it shows up as the little exclamation mark here, where you can go and try to help out with the various incursions that are going on right now, which is the Armor Defender mission. In order to get armor drives, you can actually get what are called the Intel power-up buffs. If you've been here for the holidays, especially Halloween and the winter holidays, then you know what I'm talking about. It'll look very similar to that circle, so you know what you're looking for. Once you defeat that particular enemy, then you'll get armored cores. You'll also get 50 drives as a guarantee. And starting tomorrow, which is Saturday, the shared quests will also begin to grant the what's it called? The armor drives. So essentially, just stay tuned for that. We've also got some achievements to go along with that as well. But stay tuned. I will be putting up a separate video with all of the info for the armor research drive to go along with my 3.0 guide that I put up a few weeks ago. So that way it'll just be an addition for that. Other than that, Jean Grey here had some very major changes. She had some massive upgrades, and she also had a huge altering to her power kit as well. So you can see here now with the Dark Phoenix especially, we've got the 3 different specializations that we can use, which is very exciting. And some of her powers also are related specifically to Dark Phoenix and the Phoenix form. So you can see here, for example, Mind Crush, it says this power changes when you enter Phoenix form. So you know what is going to be altered as you're going through and doing different things with her. But very exciting. Desperately needed some upgrades, so it's very good to have them. I haven't messed around with them too much. But from what I can tell, they're a lot of fun, especially just having the specializations is really nice to have. I'm very glad that the developers are adding that to more and more heroes. All right, so that said, the last major addition to the game that came here with 1.63 is the addition of the Trial Challenge. This is a really it's important, but is horrendously unpleasant. The way that it works is it's an actual little trial that you go through so that you can essentially prove yourself worthy of entering into the cosmic patrol zones primarily. So you can see here, if I go to the challenges with Rocket Raccoon, we've got Midtown Patrol green and Industry City Patrol also green, but there's no cosmics here. In the terminals, we can access the cosmic terminals, but in order to get to the cosmic variants of the patrol zones, you have to go through this trial. The way that the trial works is very, very simple. All you do is you go in there and it's a time limit. You have to go in solo. If you go in solo, it'll tell you that you can't enter. But once you're inside, you'll be faced with a bunch of bad guys. If you manage to defeat them all in the time limit, then you will be granted access to the area. I have had a ridiculously difficult time getting this stupid thing done. It's very, very tough. I'm trying with Rocket Raccoon because he actually has the best chance of all of my heroes of actually completing it successfully. I've had a very, very tough go of it as of right now. Right, so we'll hop in here. You can see we have to defeat 44 enemies total. I'll go ahead and drop my turrets. For those of you who don't know, my Rocket Raccoon is actually the best geared character that I have. He's got a fully leveled level 80 legendary. I've got challenge bonuses on every single one of my slots 1 through 5. I've got solid gear of all different sorts. I mean, he's pretty much armed to the teeth as far as characters go. And the problem is that I tried this earlier with several other heroes, and it didn't go over quite so well. So hopefully this one will at least go relatively well. Incidentally, at the very end, you end up having to fight a group of Hulkbusters along with Madam Hydra. So make sure that you're ready for that. I advise you to save your ultimate until the very end there. Right? But we'll see how we go here. And this whole time, I forgot to summon Groot. I am a failure. Alright, so you can see the 3 Hulkbusters have arrived. So they're going to start punching and punching as they see fit. Plop down my turrets. You need to be really careful. That right there, that green spiky stuff that the Hulkbusters shoot out is extremely damaging. And basically a single volley will take out pretty much any hero immediately. Right, and you can see Madam Hydra has arrived. I'll go ahead and pop into my ult. Hopefully we'll be able to take them down efficiently here. And just like all of her iterations, Madam Hydra does summon her bodyguard on occasion. So that's something that you end up having to deal with. One of the major issues that I had with running through this was not having enough area DPS. You saw how everybody came in those giant waves, and the other biggest problem was survivability. I tried this with Nightcrawler, I tried it even with Moon Knight, and Star-Lord was the other major one that I tried. And everybody had issues with just simply dying too frequently. So this is decidedly a difficult fight. You need to be quite armed to the teeth. Incidentally, all of the heroes that I mentioned and more are easily Green Raid ready, and they were unable to complete this, even when I was trying my absolute hardest. Alright, so there's that. Stage 1 finished. Now we move on to stage 2. Da, 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 da. Just more of the same here. Again, thankfully I'm at least relatively reasonably geared, so I should be okay. See, this is so much easier when you're using summons. And there's Red Skull, he just showed up. Boss for this section of the trial. But again, seems like I'll be okay simply because I've got so many helpers. And as I said before, it is ridiculously difficult to do this completely solo, like as a literal single hero. I had an exceedingly difficult time with it. Literally all of my firepower is focused on Red Skull right now, and you can see how relatively slowly his life is going down. And of course now we have another Sentinel. Alright, huzzah, we did it. So I now have access to the various cosmic game modes on this hero. Hooray! Now, part of the problem is that this gate doesn't actually work to take you back to Midtown Manhattan, so you have to body slide out. But, hooray! It worked! Yes! Success! Excellent. So now if we go to the little portal here, then you'll see Midtown Patrol Cosmic and ICP Cosmic are here and ready to go. Now let's see what kind of heroes also made it through here.
Need a little backup?
I wonder if it's a bunch of rocket raccoons. But either way, so there you go. You can see it is possible to beat. It is very difficult though. There's no doubt about that. But it's certainly possible. Ah, there's Dr. Doom. Summoner, if I do say so myself. Scarlet Witch, heavy crowd control. So that's really what it seems to be about. A lot of it really seems to depend on you being able to really get those crowds at least lowered and in control. Because if you can't, then they will destroy you very, very quickly. Survivability had been an enormous issue for me. Right? But other than that, we do have the Bounty Hunter's box as our daily gift, and you can see we get some armor research drives from that. And we also get the unique item of some sort. But with that, be on the lookout for my two other new videos. I'm going to have one for the ARMOR Incursion event and another one for the trial as well, so that you'll be able to see some of that stuff. I'll basically post it to update the information on the endgame content. But with that, thank you so very much for watching. Thank you for sort of sitting through my little cosmic trial there. Hope that gets you sort of an idea of what you need. And again, just to point out some of the stuff, here's the gear that I've got for my rocket. I've got the item grade 80 trident fully leveled. All of my challenge bonuses are intelligence. You can see I've got a 20, which allows you to get higher summon damage. So, I mean, I'm fairly armed to the teeth, and you saw how relatively close it was for me getting that. But either way, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for watching my update video for patch 1.63. Go out, get that BOGO thing going, have fun, try out the Cosmic Trial, see if you can manage it. But either way, thank you so much again for being here, and I will see you next time.
Lips as sweet as candy, its taste is on my mind.